Welcome everyone to our program this evening. My name is Jennifer and I am from the Oakville Public Library and I will be your moderator tonight. So just want to let you know right off the bat that we are going to be recording this performance tonight. So it'll be a combination of a performance by Dionne Samuels and a question and answer period afterwards. So we will be recording the performance, but not the question and answer. So if you could so kindly just turn off your cameras and mute yourselves to mitigate any background noise, that would be greatly appreciated. So our program this evening is in recognition of Black History Month. I would like to welcome again this evening Dionne Samuels, the Bird of Paradise. She is a Canadian spoken word artist and poet who explores ancestry and heritage through spiritually infused prose. She published a book of poetry called In the Span of a Sunrise in 2015. And she's got another book of poetry coming out in March of 2021. Is that correct, Dionne?
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
My apologies.
That's okay.
So Diane will do a performance of her work and will also be followed by an interactive question and answer period. So feel free to post any questions or comments into the chat box and I will relay them to Dionne. Alternatively, you can raise the hand icon button and we will get to your question. So I just want to mention as well, this program is part of OPL's Community Conversation Series, which OPL is committed to creating a community that celebrates diversity, belonging, addressing difficult conversations, and helping to build connections. First, I would like to acknowledge that Oakville Public Library is situated on the Treaty Number 14 and Treaty Number 22 treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the traditional territory of the Huron-Wendat and the Haudenosaunee. Oakville is currently home to many different First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Regardless of where we come from, we're all interconnected through the land that we live on, the water that we use, and the air that we breathe. We are committed to a continuous learning journey through allyship. We seek to elevate Indigenous voices and lived experience to cultivate reconciliation in Oakville. So without further ado, I will just leave it to Dionne to start her program.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, the attendees of the Oakville Public Library 2022 Black History Month event. My name is Dionne Samuels. I'm also known as Dionne, the Bird of Paradise. And thank you, Oakville Public Library, for having me here this evening. And as you all listen to my poetry and my recitation, the thought I would like to pass on tonight is it possible to live the belief and the principle in which we say we believe and not see the legacy of injustice that has been done to African and the African people of descent by colonizers? So today, my first poem song that I would like to share with you is called The Capital Insurrection. Now, I was inspired by the events of January 6th in the United States. I imagine what would it have been like if it was Black folks storming the Capitol. So with that, Capital Insurrection. The Capital Insurrection. You want to know why and how the Capital Insurrection broke the doors of the House and Senate elections? All Trump's goons and loyalists beat cops down on the stairs where the laws are made. We watched in horror the attempted coup by Proud Boys, KKK, and the neo-Nazis too. The hate my eyes witnessed that day kills people and souls in wicked ways. I saw women clutching their pearls, holding their necks while hiding under chairs and desks, not knowing if this would be their final breath. Triggers of past abuse start to resurface. Heart beating so loud, you again question your purpose. Hearing your name scream through the Senate halls. They want to lynch you as your congressional duty call. This in itself has no effect on the majority of Republicans still finding it hard to impeach Trump for his sole role and responsibility for this incitement. But who am I to raise a suspicious eyebrow? Another super spreader event. I'm sure a lot of those people contracted coronavirus by now. Hardly anyone wore a mask. You with COVID-19 and inferior threat of them, I set for them rise. The capital state looks like a maximum security prison. No one in or out unless you're a politician. The more things change, the more they stay the same. White supremacists has never changed. They will always be the same. They pretend they don't know who we are, of noble rights and names. They feel that they are better than us. But I know the real truth. They're scared and jealous of us. Centuries of defacing our statues and monuments to hide the truth that is still buried in us. Kings and queens are in our DNA, rooted in us. This is the time for wars to stand up in us. Can't tell us ever again to sit at the back of the bus. If they can storm the Capitol, why can't us? I know why. Because we're Moors and indigenous. Way more blood would have been shed if we screamed and shouted for Pence's head. More than 5 would have been the body count in the People's Senate House. I'm just showing you the disparity of our current society, where white supremacy can still get away with anarchy in the 21st century. Blood and carnage in the streets, no National Guard to patrol the beat. Trump lost the election, can't accept defeat. Twitter don't even want him to tweet. The hate he spreads is like an infection. No vaccine can cure a mind or tongue with bad, receptive intentions. Now, senators have done some work for so-called protection, preventing each other's safety and life extension, postulating Trump's lies and deception in a so-called democratic election. As he watches from a bunker with protection, a power who avoids confrontation, living in his own delusion. He can't stand that he's a loser, had to leave the White House 4 years sooner. Trump followers can't accept the fact their leader has to leave the presidency with the worst residency, stains of dishonor, sexual assault, lost pride, no respect on his back. Biden and Harris are the new presidents now. I've checked all my facts. The electoral votes can back me on that. So now you see why and how the Capital Insurrection broke the doors off the House and the Senate elections. Thank you, Dionne, the Bird of Paradise. So my next poem I'd like to share with you, my next song I'd like to share with you would be Innocent Black Men. This selection is was about inspired by Paul Robeson, the innocent Black men doing their job and was unjustly taken down by racists acting as police officers. So this one's called Innocent Black Men. Yeah, turn it up. This poem is dedicated to Jamil Robinson, 26-year-old security guard. May he rest in peace. When our racist white police officers going to stop killing innocent Black men? Is this trend in brutality ever going to end? Black men who endeavor to protect their communities, their families, their homes, their friends, and society. The Black man is a licensed security guard for the job, protecting both Black and white patriots while he's securing the bar. When shots were heard in the air, Jamil Robinson's adrenaline kicked him into high gear. Without regard for his own safety, he apprehended the assailants out on the streets, waiting for backup, waiting for the police. Now, can you believe this tomfoolery when people were yelling and screaming, he's security? The racist white police officer shot him dead anyway. That's the recurring news for the day. I'm sick and disgusted. My heart is a mess. Another family now left completely fatherless. They say the good die young and the wicked live forever. Jamil Robinson's life and memories is all his family will have of him to remember. The police that shot this young man did it without provocation. Now he's on paid leave of absence with identification. He's not in prison for the crimes he committed. No matter how many people witnessed, he did it. I make no excuses for how I feel. If I had the deciding decision, that police officer would rot and die in prison. Now I know this may sound cold and numb, but remember, Black people didn't start racism. And I know this may sound cold and stiff, but at least I've got provocation to feel like this. He was 1 year younger than my only son. Believe you me, I felt a shot in my heart from that gun. Is this what Trump envisions as make America great again? The ability for racist white police officers to continue to kill innocent Black men without reason? Taking them away from society and life, leaving his son, unborn child, and his wife. 526 years of this oppression. It's sad white America can't recognize their own racist villains, but it's racist white Americans are thinking, if the Black guy is holding the gun, he must be the villain and the guilty one. But is it a mistake these racist white policemen make, or is it a crime executed at the most opportunistic time? But if you check your facts in history, you will see the runaway slave patrol was the beginning of America's first police brutality. And as for those racist white police officers that commit them crimes, they never found guilty and they serve no prison time. So I ask the question again, when our racist white police officers going to prison for killing innocent Black men? Thank you. Dionne, the Bird of Paradise. So the next one I would like to do for you is inspired by several years back when the city was flooded with highway random shootings and a life was taken in the crossfire. This particular poem, or song, as I would call it, is called Life and Death. No, remember what I told you about it? You might have to go back and, yeah, just. One second. Yeah. Sorry, technical difficulties, but we got it now. A little bit. Life and death. It ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother took one in the chest. It ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother took one in the chest. No one ever sees the thing, and I'm surprised they hear their cell phone ring. Yet friends will be standing over his grave like vultures that haven't ate. Black men and women get shot every day just for being black. No reasons, excuses more than that. The color and beauty of our skin seems to be what did us in these times we live in. Now videos captures everything. Body cameras and cell phones are the necessity, bringing police brutality to justice in this world community. Everyone can see the videos of these daily fucked up shit shows. Being black always had a high price to pay, and we're still paying it till this day. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. Systematic racism was built into the government. From 17, 18, 19, 20, how long? Look from when racism began. Building whole communities and societies on the strength of our black blacks. And it still get no reparation to that. It ain't about life no more. You see, it's more about the death. It's not safe for a black brother even to miss his death. They said he was a good young man, taken from us too soon. They said he had a lot of promise if he only stayed in school. Well, statistics, they don't lie. And that's something I've come to realize, that a whole lot of young black brothers won't live past 25. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother has lost his quest. You live your life too fast. You never stayed in class. You're always finishing last. Now at nights you're wearing masks. How quickly they forget the past when we as black people were segregated, not permitted even to enter society's class. You watch too much BET. Y'all just want to be running in someone else's tracks, always looking over your back. What they fail to realize, we're not running from just other black guys. We're running from police shots aimed directly to make our hearts stop. They stopped swinging us from trees. Now we're being killed by police sneeze in broad daylight in the middle of the street. For centuries, still facing shit like that. Families torn apart by death. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check them on the papers, another mother has seen his death. Come back to life, my brothers. Open the vaults of your minds. Share some of your precious thoughts amongst members of your time. Educate your brothers and sisters, for it's our only way to strengthen our communities so we can see brighter days. Always watch your back, your front, and both sides. For the enemy is all around us. You have to be vigilant as to protect our very lives. Be sober. Be sober, for the devil prowls around the street in the darkness of the day and night, and in high places. He and all his friends kill black people dressed in different white faces. So you have to leave their guns, drugs, and schemes alone. For your woman, your children, and your family needs a father for their home. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother went out like that. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother went out like that. Because it ain't about the life no more. You see, it's more about the death. And if you check the morning papers, another brother went out like that. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that one. My next song tonight will be Two Wrongs. This selection was inspired by the riots of South Carolina and the like protests of Black Lives Matter that escalated, and it is all inspired that two wrongs don't make it right. The protests of the police brutality and Black lives escalating in that area. Anyway, this is the poem that I wrote called Two Wrongs. Jacob Lethal Beats, featuring Dionne, Bird of Paradise. Turn up a little bit. Oh, stop. Stop it. When we're caught up in this racial fight, we are no better. Excuse me, I forgot I was going to do that one a cappella. So yes, two wrongs. Two wrongs don't make it right when we're caught up in this racial fight. We are no better than them if we plot to kill the police wickedly and senselessly and call it revenge. The time is now to stop the massacre. No one will listen to us. No one will care. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. No police has the right to take another Black man's life, no matter how long we've suffered, no matter how much the strife. An eye for an eye will hurt more than prevail. For the justice we seek will just be us in jail. The system has no sympathies for our human rights. Stop giving the police more ammunition to kill us in broad daylight. I want to stop the moaning, the crying, and the suffering of these tears for the mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters who are wrongfully in jail. This hatred for each other has been going on for years. The pain in my heart won't go away no matter who got shot or who's doing the killing. A lot of lives and souls were lost today. Blood and death is in our hands, and it can't be washed away so easily. It has stained our hearts, our minds, and our soul sensibilities. Jesus, Gandhi, Rosa Parks, Dr. King, Nelson Mandela, Malala, they all have suffered in our times to bring this violence to an end, to help heal all mankind. But 2022 years later, we still ain't got it right. Don't let our lives and death, don't let their lives and death be in vain. Let us peacefully fight for our human rights. Let us march and walk together as one, not only on the streets, but also in our homes. Let us respectfully share love and forgiveness with each other. Be examples to our peers, to our young sisters and brothers. We need to understand that the world is in our hands, and how we treat each other will affect God's master plan. For we know that violence, discrimination, and hatred begets itself every day more and more, leaving our bodies and souls on the floor with no air to breathe, no sound we can make to defend our lives, to change our fate. But I won't let that stop me from speaking out against all the violence, hatred, and racial slurs that are coming out of people's mouths. We all live in this world together. Why can't we just get along so we can stop this fight? Like I said at the beginning of this poem, two wrongs don't make it right. Hashtag all Black lives matter. Dionne, the bird of paradise. Thank you. So my next selection is called One Race. It is a summation of the solution to eradicate all the racial barriers, overt as well as covert, that exist all over the world. Because we need to see each other not as a color, but as the human race, because that all those colors compound and put together is the human race, and that's what I want to be a part of. Can we be one race? Get together as one race, the human race, one race. By the time we grow up and start experiencing things, we realize people are not just the color of skin, but what their hearts and souls look like from within. For some, hatred was taught from very young. It was planted like a seed, water left to breathe in the sun. Like the locust on the African continent that had been buried for over 20 years. There just needed the right environment to grow big and fat, to terrorize crops in the field and humans in the air. Thus, racism is a strange fruit that hatred in society bears. You can smell this strange fruit from miles, water swelling in your eyes as hatred draws the noose on the neck of its victim's lives. But instead of hatred swinging us from a tree, hatred now kills us with its need. Is it so hard to understand that hatred was not born into the Black man? It was taught by our colonizers when we were stolen from our motherland. Hatred is like a disease. Once you're infected, it spreads like COVID-19. Why must Black humans still succumb to a systematic system of racism? As Rodney King said in court decades ago, why can't we all just get along? I wish it was that simple, good news to spread. But every time we get a prophet, hatred shoots them in their head. You think hatred wants to take the lead on how humanity should proceed? But I'm telling you, Black people on earth, don't be fooled by that jerk. Let's show hatred we can lead with love, honor, trust, and peace. Make this world a better place where all God's humans can be one race. One race. Where all God's humans can be one race. Thank you. Okay, so this poem was when I made up my mind to free myself from a toxic relationship. This particular poem is called Freedom Now. And then it was the lockdowns, and then it was the end of all the toxic political goings on in the US, and then Biden beat Trump. So at the time, for me, it was just simply freedom now, you know, and I've thought about it. Not only do I want freedom, I want justice, because if I have justice, then I will have freedom. But, you know, this one is called Freedom Now. I hope y'all like that. Freedom now, freedom now. I want my freedom now. Give me my freedom now. I'll take my freedom now. Freedom now. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. No chains on my mentality. Sound mind and body, I go where I want to be. Life is filled with endless possibilities of colorful dreams and mixed up reality. When I travel into the farthest reaches of my mind, there is where peace, comfort, and freedom I find. You can lock up my body, chain my hands and my feet, strip me of my garments, leave me naked in the streets, but my mind, I would find it hard for you to find. My thoughts are divine in its ability to combine words so colorful, vibrant, and sublime. It gives way to God's ultimate shine. with everlasting blessings from my feet to my head, forever held high. In my soul, my freedom you cannot mask, sell or buy. Freedom now, freedom now. I want my freedom now. Give me my freedom now. I'll take my freedom now. Freedom now. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. In my subconscious mind, butterflies and bees are my friends. But in reality, most humans are my enemies. Not because I don't like them, but because they don't like me. They see my colors as a threat to their very existence. But all I want is our freedom now, in this and every waking hour. Equal rights to existence stands in the same place of equal justice, freedom, and power. It has been denied from us physically for years. Jailed and locked up, our families left in tears. Mourning the loss for so many wasted years. Not knowing who we are stops us from hearing our ancestors' prayers. So listen to the sound of the night. In the dark, still of the air, you can hear our ancestors' voices rise up like the ocean waves that brought our ancestors here. Let us fight to hear the songs of freedom, now triumphant loud and clear. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. Give me my freedom now. I'll take my freedom now. Freedom now. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. My body you can shackle, my clothes you can tear, but my freedom now in my mind sustains the heart that I bear. I've lived through painful thoughts, but I see my future right ahead of me. God is the driver. We're doing 0 to 60 in my life's new SUV. The road is open. The wind is in my hair. Freedom now is bringing clarity in my hands. Moving forward without a care. God's in the driver's seat, so you know I'll be getting there. Our journey's been a long and hard one for sure. It's been a while with many closed doors, but I haven't given up the fight for what I want yet. My goal is to make God proud of me before my final breath. As I leave my footprints behind, let it be known I fought and spoke out for our freedoms every time. Freedom now. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. Give me my freedom now. I'll take my freedom now. Freedom now. Freedom now. I want my freedom now. Give me my freedom now. Freedom now. All right, stop. Okie dokie, freedom now. So my next selection, as you can see and hear, inspired by my regular moments of being grateful to the great I am blessed to be me. And this song is called Blessed. I am blessed to be me. Because when you put I am in front of anything that you proclaim to be, that is who you truly are. That's what you're saying to the world. This is who I am. And we're all blessed. Thank you. Sing along with the words when you hear it, if it catches you, you know. This poem is dedicated to God, the Almighty, the great I am. I'm the strength in your arms, strong enough to lift you up when you are down. I'm the soul in your feet to help you dance the night away. I'm the witch in your spirit. When your pockets are feeling poor, I'm the smile on your face. When your inside wants to roar, I'm the push in your drive. Never stop it to take a rest. I'm completion you feel. When you know you've done your best, I'm a mother of life, bearing new lessons every day. I'm a father, blessed child. He will help me find my way. I'm the big and the small package that comes to your house. I'm a thief in the night, I come as quiet as the mouse. I'm the truth and the lie, I will eventually come out. I'm the air that you breathe, I'm coming out your mouth. I'm the one that kisses you at night in your dreams. I'm the one that wakes you in the morning for your daily routine. I'm the sun, the moon, the sky, and the sea. I'm the one that God has blessed, and I'm blessed to be me. Yeah, I'm blessed to be me. Sing with me, y'all. I'm blessed to be me. Me, God bless me. Cause I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. Yeah, I'm blessed to be me. Me, God bless me. Beautiful, magnificent creations of God. Look inside of your soul to see who you are. For if you look inside your soul, you will see the beauty of spirit holds. For God has created you of this earth with all the powers of the universe. Out of the sun, the sand, the rock, and the sea, our Father has made us heavenly. He has put forth his wisdom inside our souls to manifest his beauty so the whole world can behold. In this, we must understand that a mighty God is a living human with the abilities to know right from wrong. Our conscious mind is very strong. And if we use it to the best of our abilities, we can overcome all of life's adversities. With the strength and the power of love, we can tear down the walls of hatred that we have put above. So my beautiful, magnificent creations of God, look inside of your soul to see who you are. I'm the strength in your arms, strong enough to lift you up when you are down. I'm the soul in your feet to help you dance the night away. I'm the rich in your spirit. When your pockets are feeling poor, I'm the smile on your face. When your insides wants to roar, I'm the push in your drive. Never stopping to take a rest. I'm completion you feel. When you know you've done your best, I'm a mother of life, bearing you blessings every day. I'm a father, blessed child. He will help me find my way. I'm the big and the small package that comes to your house. I'm a thief in the night, I come as quiet as a mouse. I'm the truth and the lie, I will eventually come out. I'm the air that you breathe, I'm coming out your mouth. I'm the one that kisses you inside your feet. I'm the one that wakes you in the morning for your daily routine. I'm the sun, the moon, the sky, and the sea. I'm the one that God has blessed, and I'm blessed to be me. Sing it with me, y'all. I'm blessed to be me. Me, God bless me. Cause I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. Yeah, I'm blessed to be me. God bless me. I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. And I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. God bless me. Stay with me, y'all. I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. And I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. I'm blessed to be me. God bless me. Blessed to be me, I'm blessed to be me, blessed to be me, and I'm blessed to be me, and I'm blessed to be me. God bless me. A long time ago, we knew each other, but never did we speak. The days and years have gone by until now we finally meet. We understand the reason why we love for love is sweet, to have known the beautiful audience of the Oakville Public Library on the other side of the street. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was I'm blessed to be me. Now this one is Black People's Freedom Song. It's self-explanatory. The inspiration is for the injustice that still permeates and perpetuates until this very day. So this is a rally cry for justice and equality and equal rights for Black people in each and every shade, from the lightest to the darkest, from the white to the darkest shade of the darkest of Blacks, to the kinkiest of hair to the straightest of hair, and to the bluest of eyes, the greens, the grays, the hazels, the ambers too. All Black is beautiful. So yeah, this is Black people's freedom song. Black people come together to make the party swing. Black people lift up your voices for all of us can sing. Black people communicate with all your sisters and brothers so we can understand a little more about each other. The steps that I take from this morning on is the steps towards my own freedom song. Singing loud and clear that old gospel way. The songs of freedom come forth from my voices today. For we have band together hundreds of millions and billions strong to let our voices be heard throughout the people and the hatred that has done us wrong. This land we built up, we may never lay claim. The injustice of our masters that once had all the fame. So I sing again that sweet old freedom song. I sing it from the dusk of the day until the night turns to dawn. Black people come together and make the party swing. Black people lift up your voices for all of us can sing. Black people communicate with all those sisters and brothers so we can understand a little more about each other. Black people stop the violence, the war, and the hate. We're saying I'm sorry, it's just a little too late. Black people, we are the fire, the flame that burns within. The brilliance in our souls before and all the talent we control. We built up, we may never lay claim. The injustice of our masters that once had all the fame. So I sing again that sweet old freedom song. I sing it from the dusk of the day until the night turns to dawn. Through time, we have endured all the violence and strife to give our people and children a much better life. The old and the young will have a chance to survive as long as we keep Dr. Martin Luther King's dreams alive. The ability to love one another is strong, but with love in our hearts, we can never go wrong. But we have got to stop and take a stand against all the hatred and injustice towards our own brotherland. Black people come together, make the party swing. Black people lift up your voice for all of us can sing. Black people communicate with all those sisters and brothers so we can understand a little more about each other. Black people stop the violence and run hate. So saying I'm sorry, it's just a little too late. Black people, we are the fire, the flame that burns within. The brilliance in our souls come forth and all the talent we control. Black is beautiful and Black is proud. Black stands out amongst the shades in the crowd. Black is vibrant, influential, bold. Black does what it likes and not what it is told. Black is loving with your heart and your mind. Black is never cruel but always kind. Black is respect unto oneself and not living your life upon the shelf. Black is me, yes, Black I am. Forever reaching out for the other Black hand. Enriched in body and own my Black soul. Looks to eternal heaven for my Black gold. So I sing again that sweet old freedom song. I sing it from the dusk of the day until the night turns to dawn. People come together and make the party swing. Black people lift up your voices for all of us can sing. Black people communicate with all your sisters and brothers so we can understand a little more about each other. Black people stop the violence, the war, and the hate. For saying I'm sorry, it's just a little too late. Black people, we are the fire, the flame that burns within. The brilliance in our souls come forth and all the talent we control. Black people, sometimes in life you're feeling blue, but through all your worries and strife, I still love you. Black people, there is no better person to be, for God is in our hearts and He will set us free. Black people come together, make the party swing. Black people that lift up your voice, all of us can sing. Black people communicate with all your sisters and brothers so we can understand a little more about each other. Black people stop violence on and hate. We're saying I'm sorry, it's just a little too late. Black people, we are the fire, the flame that burns within. The brilliance in our souls performed and all the talent we control. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you like, stay, like, share, and all of that, etc. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you
I'm ready
so
for the
much.
questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your wonderful performance. It was truly
Thank you.
inspiring.